Good morning, students. In the previous classes, we have seen operations on sets, union, intersection. Today we'll see their properties. So first we'll start with properties of union. The first property of union is A union B is B union A. Union of two sets we can take in any order. Both sets will be same. We can see an example. If we have A set having element 1, 2 and B set is having 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what is A union B? A union B. All the elements of A and B will come in this. What is union? Set of all the elements which are in A and B. A or in B means the elements of A, the elements of B. But which elements are in both? Only once you can write. So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I find B union A. So elements of B 1, 2, 3, 4. Then elements of A. So A 1, 2 already came here. So this is our B union A. So A and B are the sets. Then A union B and B union are same. Okay. Then this property is known as commutative property. Commutative law. Then second property is A union B union C is same as A union B union C. Means for in three sets we take union in any order, doesn't matter. So take one more set C, suppose having elements 5 and 6. Okay. Now for left hand side A union B union C. So A union B already we have here. Now it's union with C. So A union B union C will be 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is our left side. Then for right side we need first B union C. So B union C. B union C. The elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's union with A. So it's union with A 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do you same result? So A union B union C is same as A union B union C. And this property is known as associative law. In the previous class also we have seen commutative property, associative property for addition, multiplication. Then A union A equal to A. That is clearly if we take union of A with itself, we get same set only. Then union of universal set and A and a set A. So universal set is bigger set than A. Okay? And all the elements of A will be here. So its union will be universal set only. Then A union phi. Union of any set with empty set. Clearly it is A only, because it has no element, so all the elements of A will come. Okay? Then if A is subset of B, then what is A union B? So here A having element 1, 2 and B 1, 2, 3, 4. All the elements of A are in B. It means A is subset of B. Then what is A union B? This, and that is B only. So if A is subset of B, then A union B is B. Okay? This property is known as idempotent law. Then it is law of universal set. This property is known as law of identity. And for addition, what we have to add in this to get same number A? So 0. So 0 is our additive identity. In the same way here we have phi is identity for union. Okay? It works at 0, like 0. So A union phi is A for every A. So there are some properties of union. Okay? See the properties of intersection. Now first property of intersection is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. if we take intersection of two sets in any order, again their values are same, like union. So intersection also commutative. If we take two sets A 1 2 3 and B is having 3 4 5. Okay. Now what is A intersection B? Common elements of A and B, 3 only. So what is common in B and A? Again 3. So it is same as B intersection A. So commutative property hold for intersection also. Then A intersection B intersection C is same as A intersection B intersection C. Take one more set, C having element 3 5 6. If we find A intersection B intersection C, so we have this A intersection B, now its intersection with C, so it will give you common elements of in these two sets 3 only. Now if I find B intersection C, B and C common 3 and 5. Then A intersection B intersection C, so common elements of A and this set, so we have only 3, which is same as this set. So these two are equal. So commutative property, then it is associative property, both holds for intersection also. Then A intersection A, clearly it is A only, idempotent property. Then intersection of any set with null set. What is common in null set and any set? Nothing. So its intersection will be 5 only. Then intersection of universal set and set A will be set A only itself, universal set and set A. What is common in both? This part is common in both, which is A. So intersection of U and A is A only. Okay? Then we'll see this property later on. First, if A is subset of B, then A intersection B is A. If we take subsets, here suppose nothing is there. Suppose A is having elements 1 2, B is having elements 1 2 3 4. If we find A intersection B, every element of A is also in B, so A is subset of B. So now A intersection B will be common elements 1 2, that is set A only. So if A is subset of B, then A intersection B will be set A. This also you can see using one Venn diagram. This is U, then A is subset of B, so it is our A set, it is B set. Now their intersection, so common elements of B and A, so common portion of circles is this interior circle, so it is set A only. Okay? Then these two properties, A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. It is like our A into B plus C. A into B plus C. What we can write? A into B plus A into C. Okay? This property is known as distributive property. Distributive property. Okay? So here intersection distributes over union, and here union distributes over intersection. Okay? This also you can verify using some examples. Okay? So these are two distributive properties. One for intersection, one for union. Okay? So these are properties of intersection. Now beta, we have some important results on number of elements. If there are two sets, the number of elements in A and B is same as number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. There are some results, these are some formulae which are very useful. Many times you will use this formula, and this formula are not only useful for this chapter, in probability also will use this formula. Okay? So if you want to prove this formula, number of elements in A union B. This is called order. Number of elements of any set is called its order. So if we have two sets A and B, suppose number of elements in A, in this part, suppose we have A, elements of this part, number of elements of this part B, and number of elements in this part are C. Okay? So if we write number of elements of A, then how many elements are in A? So this complete portion. This A denotes number of elements in this portion. B is number of elements of this portion. And C is number of elements in this portion. Okay? So number of elements in A will be A plus B. Elements in B, so B has B and C elements, B plus C. If we add this number of elements in A and elements in B, what do we get? A plus B plus B plus C. Okay. Now elements of A and B, this complete portion is A and B. So if you take A, B and C, okay, so we get, it is A plus B plus C, elements in A union B, complete two sets. So it is number of elements of A union B. What is it? Elements of A intersection B. This we can write. So we get n of A plus n of B. This we can transpose here, minus n of A intersection B is equal to n of A union B. Okay? So it is very important formula. Many times we will use this formula. Okay? So number of elements of A union B is equal to number of elements of A plus number of elements of B minus number of elements of A intersection B. Okay? And if A and B are disjoint sets, nothing is common. Okay? If A and B are disjoint sets, then number of elements in A and B, nothing common. So A union B will take these elements and these elements both. So A plus B, that is equal to n of A plus n of B. If two sets are disjoint, the intersection will be empty. And if intersection is empty set, then how many elements are there? Nothing. 0. So this part will be 0. So if two sets are non-empty disjoint sets, then this result will get. Okay? Then for third, number of elements in A minus B is same as number of elements of A minus number of elements of A and B. From this A minus B, what is A minus B? We know difference of two sets. Difference of two sets A and B is what? Set of all the elements which are in A but not in B. So it is our A minus B. Okay? Now suppose here we have elements A, here we have B and here C. Okay? Now number of elements of A minus B means A. Okay? Now elements of A, in A we have A plus B, two elements. What is B? Elements in A intersection B. Okay? So if we can write this n of A minus, n of A minus n of A intersection B. This we can transpose here and here we get A. That is number of elements of A minus B. So if we want to find number of elements of A minus B, what we'll do? From number of elements of A, from all the elements of A, subtract number of common elements of A and B. That will give you elements in A minus B. In the same way, if we want to find number of elements in B minus A from this portion, we need only this part. How many elements are in B minus A? So from number of elements of B, subtract intersection. How many elements are common? That will give you elements in B minus A. Okay? Now, the fourth property, number of elements of A dash union B dash, A dash union B dash. By De Morgan's law, union of A dash B dash, we can write complement of A intersection B. So this can be written like this using De Morgan's law. So it will be equal to number of elements in the universal set minus elements of common elements, A intersection B elements. If you see this, here we have A elements, here we have B, and here C. Okay? And here some D elements are in this remaining part. Now what we need? Number of elements of complement of A intersection B. What is intersection B here? This part. Okay? So we need elements of A intersection B, which is B. Now what is elements in U? Complete elements means A, B, C and D. These are the elements of U. Okay? Now number of elements of A intersection B, or you can suppose n of equal to A plus B plus C plus D. Okay? Now what we can write here? B is A elements of A intersection B, okay, plus C plus D. Now n of U, if you send this side, what do you have? A plus C plus D. Common elements in A intersection B is B. What is its complement? So accept these elements will be complement of this A intersection B. All the part, this part will be complement of A intersection B. So how many elements are there? Except this means A, then C and this D. This can be written number of elements of A intersection B. Okay? Total elements in U are A plus B plus C plus D. This complete A, B, C and D. Now B we can write elements in A intersection B, and other than this B, all the elements are in so complement of A intersection B. So A plus C plus D is complement of A intersection B. So elements in complement of A intersection B will be total elements in U minus intersection elements will be your answer. The same way you can prove this fifth property. Okay? Now for sixth property, number of elements in A union B union C is equal to this. So now for three sets, if we draw Venn diagram, set A, set B and set C. So this portion has A elements, this part B, this part C, this part is D, E, F, G. Okay? If we find in the right side number of elements in A, so A circle has elements A plus B plus D plus C. These elements are there. This A, B, C, D denotes number of elements in respective region. In this region there are A elements. In this part there are B elements. In this part C element, like this. So elements in A plus B plus D plus E. These are the elements in A. The elements in B, this portion contain B, C, E, F. So B plus C plus E plus F. The elements in C, this portion, this circle contains D, E, F, G. So D plus E plus F plus G. Then minus elements in A intersection B. Common portion of A and B circle. This part, this contains B and E. So B plus E. Then elements of B and C. B and C, common portion of B and C circle. This part E and F. Minus E plus F. Then minus A intersection C. So here A and C common part D and E. The minus of D plus E. Plus elements in A intersection B intersection C. In all three circles, common part is this, means E. Now, okay? if we remove this bracket, minus b minus c minus c minus f minus d minus c. So e is 3 times, and here we have e. So this 3e cancel out. Then b minus negative, है ना? Then f negative, then d negative, cancel out. What do we have? A plus b plus d plus c plus f plus g plus e. Now a, b, c, d, e, f, g. So total elements in A union B union C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So this is equal to, ठीक है? So these are some important formulae which we have to use, ठीक है? Not only in this chapter but in other chapter also. ठीक है बेटा? So learn this formulae. Okay? Now we'll see some applications of this formula. Now let's see application of set. Now, in a group of 400 people, 250 can speak Hindi and 200 can speak English. Then how many people can speak both the languages, Hindi and English? Okay? There is a group of 400 people. From that, 250 can speak Hindi, 200 can speak English. Then how many speak both languages, both the languages? So here if we use one set H and E. Suppose H denote the person who speak Hindi and E denotes the set of person who speak English. Okay? Then number of elements in H. How many speak Hindi? So we have 250 person. Then 200 speak English, means elements in E set. We have 200, and there's group. So group is union H union E is 400. Then we need how many speak both the languages, both Hindi and English, means intersection. So how many elements are there in H intersection E? This we want to find. Okay? So V1 formula, n of H plus n of E minus n of H and E is equal to n of H union E. Okay? Instead of A and B, you can use H and E. N of A plus n of B minus n of A and B is equal to n of A union B. Now here we have 250 people, 200 minus n of H intersection E is equal to 400. So what we have, if we transfer this term, so 450 minus 400 will be 50. So there are 50 person who speak both the languages, Hindi and English. Okay? In a group of 65 people, 40 like cricket, 10 like both cricket and tennis. Then how many like tennis only and not cricket? And how many like tennis? How many like tennis, not cricket? And how many like tennis? These both are same? No. And there is difference. How many like tennis only and not cricket? And how many like tennis? These are two different sentences. Let's see what will happen here. So suppose again C is set of people who like cricket and T is set of people who like tennis. Then there is group. So elements in C union T, 65. There are 60 people in group. Then 40 like cricket. The number of elements in C, 40. 10 like both cricket and tennis, means C intersection T. Okay? So by formula, n of C plus n of T minus n of C intersection T is equal to n of C union T. Number of elements in C, we have 40. This we don't know. Elements in common side 10, and here we have 65. So 40 minus 10, 30, and 30 will come here. Then n of T will be 35 है ना, 65 minus 30, 35. So there are 35% like tennis. This means only 10, not tennis, only not tennis. Huh? These people like tennis. If you see the Venn diagram, when we say 35% are in set T, means in this complete portion there are 35%. So some can like cricket also. So in this 35%, some like cricket also. We need only how many like only tennis? Only tennis means what? CT. So how many like only tennis? So this portion represent number of people like only tennis. And what you can say this? It's part of only T, not of C. We can say it is T minus C. And it is difference of T and C. Element belongs to T but not in C. So now we need number of elements in T minus C. Number of elements in T minus C. How many like only tennis? So T minus C. So this is your formula for this. Total elements in T. Number of elements in T minus elements in C intersection D. If these elements if we subtract, then we get this part. And if we eliminate this part, we'll get this part. Okay? So elements of T minus C will be n of T minus n of C. So it is 35 we got, and here 10. So 25%. So answer for first question, how many like tennis only? Only tennis. So 25% like only tennis. And here, how many this like just tennis. So in this, some person like cricket also. Okay? So only tennis, not cricket. And like tennis only. Tennis, na? So there is some difference. Only tennis means you have to eliminate this common portion. Okay? Clear?